You know what's so cool about today?
What? What's so cool about today?
Today we get to talk about one of the greatest comedians in all the history of comedians. It's The Machine.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today, today we are going into the world of the cinema universe. The cinema universe.
That
Like
sounds
the many, there's so many movies out there to watch, but we decided to watch these two. First, starting a movie that is on
Shudder.
where's it at? Is that on Shudder?
Yeah.
Is that where we watched
Yeah,
it?
Influencer. Yeah.
Made by the CW.
Was it really?
No, it says the summary is
Okay.
something
Oh,
with
gotcha.
CW in it.
CW.
So I
Yeah.
said CW. It's not made by CW. Might be made by CW. Who knows?
Yeah.
And that's Influencer, starring the lovely, if my page would ever load, Cassandra Nod.
And let me also request you to make my respects to the scandalous college of which you are president, and inform them that Lady Tizzle licentiate, no, licentiates, begs leave to return the diploma they granted her as she leaves off practice and kills characters no longer.
Yeah, it's from a short. I forget the name of it right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You found it though.
I know. The thing is, it was just so hard to find them. Like, I could not find any of the actors or actresses. These were deep dives.
Yeah,
dude.
that's from Two Martinis Dirty. That's the short
Two
film.
Martinis Dirty.
Yeah.
And because she was on other shows and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
Snowpiercer.
like Snowpiercer and stuff like that. I just couldn't find a single clip out there that existed of the famous stuff they were in. Especially the next one too, also starring in this movie, playing Madison, Emily Tennant.
To run my life, which is pretty funny considering you're having a hard enough time running your
Good
own.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me? You're so uptight all the time. I'm not. You really need to loosen up. What, me? Maybe it'd help if you started dating.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm sorry, but since Dad died, it's like you've taken a vow of chastity or something.
I don't think we need to discuss this.
Why not? It's okay to analyze my life, but not yours?
That's not fair.
It's been over 5 years.
I just haven't met anyone that I'm attracted to.
As soon as a man shows any interest, you make up excuses to turn and run.
That's not true.
Jerry, Tim, that stockbroker from Baltimore.
Jerry was obnoxious when he drank, which was all the time. Tim loved the sound of his own voice, and he never stopped talking. And Dennis, that stockbroker, he was...
Mom, no one's perfect. You need to be less critical and give someone a chance.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know what that's from. like it was from Sizzle Reel for stuff, and I was like,
It was from like I don't know. I was looking again. It was so hard for me to find anything with these actors and actresses in them. Also in this film as well, Rory J. Spader.
the Saper, I think.
Saper, I'm sorry.
What's my favorite band? What's my favorite food? What is my favorite color? Hey guys, what's for dinner? Perfect timing, as usual, Ruben. Here, you can have mine. But you know what his favorite color is?
Yeah, again, not really sure.
Find Me in Paris is the name of that. That is actually a soap opera of sorts.
Okay.
And again, these three actors, I could not find really anything of them. They are coming up. They're coming up actors and actresses.
Yeah, well,
in the
I
industry.
guarantee we'll see one of them in the future.
And we're going to talk about not only this movie, The Influencer, but then we're going to talk about movies that don't suck and some that do's Influencer, Mr. Chris. We're going to talk about his influence job as well.
I will fuck you. All right,
no, dude.
Huh?
No. I got evidence. You're an influencer, aren't you?
Well, so are you.
No. You actually are. And I have the proof. I will talk about it when we get to that movie. Anyway,
Okay.
I got proof. I've dug deep on you last night.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you can't wait to see this, right?
I'm terrified.
But you should be, Chris. You should be very terrified. All right, and the other movie that we reviewed this week, we could have gone and seen Little Mermaid, but to be honest, we're just kind of a little tired of the live action Disney.
And be fair, like we went and saw a movie that we knew wouldn't get a lot of press, but you and I are big fans of Bert Kreischer.
No, I don't care if there is no press on this.
How many people were in the theater when you saw it last night?
Me.
Okay, I saw it last night. It was me, Matt, my friend Joe, friend Bobby, and
What?
Me and my friend Bobby, Joe, Matt, and one other dude who sat in front of us. Bert Kreischer, I love his podcast, Two Bears in One Cave. So, and I love Bert Kreischer. I've seen him live. I told you that, right? I've seen Bert Kreischer live.
Yes,
he closed with.
Let's talk about that when we get to the movie. Right now, let's go to the people starring in the movie. First, the one, the only, the man the movie's named after, Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Bert Kreischer.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. Here's how it happened. I went to school at Florida State. I was not a very good student. I was there like 7 years. I was there in most of the 90s. I was in college longer than grunge music was around. So, this is how bad of a student I was. One time, I signed up for a Russian class thinking it was Spanish, and it took 3 classes before I realized, I don't think this is Spanish.
Yeah, that's from his stand-up routine. That's Bert Kreischer.
Hey, everybody that's out there right now, if you guys want to jump in the conversation, make sure to jump in the chat, ask us questions, be part of the conversation.
Yeah,
we'll be more than happy to talk to you guys up there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, right now we have like 37 people watching us.
Most people listen, so this is exciting. Right?
I know, right? Chris, don't get naked like you did last time when we had that many people. Oh my God, that was such
people
a weird thing you
as soon as
Oh yeah, as soon as you got naked, it was like whoa, and we got sued from the company. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, also in this movie, the one, the only, the legend that we all know him as Mr. Luke Skywalker, but of course I grabbed mine from the Joker because I am a huge, if you don't know, literally the wall that's behind my whole area right here is all Joker stuff. The one, the only, Mark fucking Hamill.
Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. My point is, I went crazy. And I'm smart enough to admit it. Why can't you? By clinging to reality, you're denying the reality of the situation. I mean, do you ever think about how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen? Silly goose, it's all a joke. Everything anybody's ever valued or struggled for, it's monstrous. Why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing?
Yeah, Neil, being a nerd over there.
Not only is it not only is a Joker, it's also a Joker from my favorite movie ever. Where's that? Right there.
You're Killing Joke. Yeah.
Killing Joke. I love The Killing Joke. That's literally one of the best stories of all time. If
you
you've
guys
never seen The Killing Joke or read The Killing Joke, go do it.
If you guys, just so you guys know, Neil's not a fan of the newest Joker played by Joaquin Phoenix.
No, it's just not Joker. It's that's a whole conversation, man. That's come on. That's not not something to bring up right now.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
we're not going to start everybody hating on me.
I saw this meme. It says male birth control exists, and it's called having a Joker as your profile picture.
All right. Also playing young Bert, Jimmy Tortu.
Okay, so you meant literally work it out.
Swear I do my best thinking.
This is great. I haven't been to a gym in 8 months.
You guys can use it anytime you want. Just wipe off the equipment when you're done.
What's that smell?
Oh, Matt Damon used to use this room to dry meat. Yeah, after Monuments Men, he got real into German cuisine.
Okay, next time just say sweat.
Look, Connor, the reason why I'm upset about Thanksgiving is that you didn't even consult us. It just feels like since I make less money...
Well, fewer money. Right, Tom?
It feels like my opinion matters less.
Look, I'm sorry I have, like, a ridiculous amount of money. You want me to give it all away? I'll give it all away. Obviously not all of it. That'd be crazy.
He sounds just like a young Bert Kreischer, doesn't he?
Yeah, dude, he did a great job in that
yeah.
movie. I can't wait to talk about that in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And also the one, the only, I think, did I put Jessica?
You put Jessica Gabor, yeah.
Yeah, Jessica Gabor.
Why would you ask that?
Dude, seriously, what happened?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Well, get over it. I dropped everything I was doing to help you.
You were reading a book that chapters were due 2 months ago.
I'm trying to be a better student.
You're trying to impress Mr. Burmeister so that you can blow him.
And you know how important that is to me. If I'm able to drop everything that I'm doing to help you murder your jerk-off boyfriend, you should at least be able to tell me why. That's what best friends do.
Just so you guys know, Neil would have gotten the Russian directors, but they're all in Russian. So it's like...
They were all in Russian. You know how many clips I listened to in Russian? I don't even know Russian, but I feel like I know some Russian now. I feel like I'm now, you know, Shwishka, bitches. You know, like, like, it's like I heard so much Russian. And that is, of course, The Machine. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. We w2mnet.com. You go there, find our podcast, find tons of other podcasts by other people. It's great. Go to facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. Go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Become a patron. Give us some money. We like it. We love you. If you give us money. And we'll love you without money still, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Not you, though. What?
Go to bonfire.com, search Movies Don't Suck and something to do. You'll find a shirt like Neil's wearing right now. Show shirt. Yeah, they're right there.
Shirts. I like shirts.
Yeah,
I like
shirts.
cats.
And if you
I
guys
like thongs.
If you guys want to send an email to info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com, we'll answer both those. And where you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, what small business are we talking about today?
Man, it's kind of not a small business. I mean, they're a little bit bigger than most small businesses.
Okay.
But in 2 weeks, I'm going to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to Chicago, Illinois. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go there because CM Punk is returning for AEW at Chicago, in Chicago on a Saturday.
Chicago.
And I am taking my buddies to one of my favorite locations. Now, they are a little popular. You can go online and you can actually have their pizza delivered to you at their house. And it is the one, the only, to me, and I know this is a fight between every Chicago person in the entire world, but to me, the ultimate Chicago deep dish pizza, and that is Gino's East.
I've had that,
Chicago.
by the way. Last time, it's fucking great, dude.
Dude, it's one of my favorite hangouts too. Like, this was the spot back in the day. Like, my name is on like 4 of those walls. You know, like, and there's always like a line outside. Get in. It's always a great establishment.
Delivered till like 3 a.m. They really do. They deliver super late. I think I got Gino's at like 3 a.m. when I went to Chicago.
Oh yeah. It takes like, you got to call them too, because it takes like 45 minutes. You can actually order it frozen to your house. Mm-hmm. It costs like $100.
Yeah, it's worth it though.
Oh, dude, Gino's is one of my favorite pizza of all time. In fact, dating all the way back to 1966, Gino's East is one of the city's most celebrated deep dish specialists, expecting a heavy helping of mozzarella and tangy tomato sauce atop a cornmeal crust made from a secret recipe.
You're making me so fucking hungry right now.
Dude, I just made like 17 pounds of spaghetti for some reason. I have no idea. I have so many containers of spaghetti in my fridge right now. Dude, all right. But Their menu highlights include the Avalia, which is a spicy pepperoni, basil, white truffle oil, and the Chicago Fire, which is a spicy sausage, roasted red onion. You can find them online at one of the greatest websites of all time, www.genoseast.com. You can find them online at facebook.com/Geno's. They're located at 162 East Superior Street, Chicago, Illinois. Seriously, it's one of my places, man. That's mother's milk to me. That's like, people always had that fight. Domino's, Pizza, Geno's.
Yeah.
Geno's is mine.
Yeah. I did order it last time I went there. I went to frozen stock and me and Leah stayed at Airbnb, and I was like, fucking, I looked online with best pizza in Chicago. It's in Geno's East, so I got that delivered. It's great, man. It's awesome.
Oh my God, it is. Dude, I've been drunk, I've been sober, I've been on shrooms, I've been on probably more drugs in that place than I have in more Coliseums that I've been in. Like, it is seriously one of my favorite go-tos. And there's so many people in Chicago that actually, live there, from there, and all that stuff that always give me so much shit about it. And I'm just like, dude, whatever. Because there are better quality, like, with better seasoning.
Expensive, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're about the same price, whatever. But it's just like, dude, whatever. Come on. I like what I like. Yeah. It's like when I go to Chicago, there's like 900 places you can get a Chicago dog, but I'm going to Billy Goats every time. Like, it's like, and I was just telling the guys I'm going with last night, and they're just like, dude, this is going to be so awesome. They go, none of us have ever been to Chicago, and you are like the ultimate guy.
Are you flying there, or are you driving there?
No, we're driving.
Oh, yeah, you got to. It's road trip.
They don't like to fly. So
okay.
Who am I? I guess I'll drive 10 hours.
Yeah, I might have.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
I got us a nice condo, like right in between downtown and United Center. Oh, it'll be great. Well, let's talk about our first movie.
Yeah, Influencer, directed by that's not the right one. Sorry, man. I was not.
You picked up the wrong. I did that like 4 times last night setting this
directed by Curtis David Harder. He directed such things as Influencer, VHS. He was producer VHS 94, which we talked about. I think on the podcast.
Yes, we did talk VHS 94. Okay. You're correct.
And he also so he directed Spiral. You remember Spiral from 2019? That the Saw Book of Saw. He directed that. This is also written by Curtis David Harder and Tesh Gudakanda. This stars Emily Tennant as Madison.
To run my life, which is pretty funny considering you're having a hard enough time running your own.
Also, Cassandra Nod as CW.
What's my favorite band?
That's not it.
And let me also request you to make my respects to the scandalous college of which you are president, and inform them that Lady Tizzle licentiate.
Also, Roy J. Saper as Ryan.
What's my favorite band? What's my favorite food?
This also stars Justin Sams as Jay, Paul Spurrier as Rupert, and Sarah Koenig as Jessica. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one?
While struggling on a solo backpacking trip in Thailand, social media influencer Madison meets CW, who travels with ease and shows her a more uninhabited way of living. But CW's interest in her takes a darker turn.
So this is like something that Shudder's been doing a lot of. They'll put out movies that are fine.
Movies that are fine. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Movies that are this was fine.
I mean, like Superhost, I saw, which I liked. But what me and Leah do when we have a free Saturday, which is almost never, but what we do is we'll pick something from Shudder. Like 11 o'clock, watch that, and we just hang out, which is great.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a little nice thing. She'll pick something out of Shudder, and
you're like, hey, I saw this shitty movie. Might as well make me watch it.
Yeah, exactly. To
be honest, that's not true, guys. This is actually a really cool story.
Yeah, it is cool.
Had a good twist on something. It's so weird because you're an influencer, and
you need to tell me what makes you an influencer.
Oh, what makes you an influencer? Mm-hmm. You really want me to point this out? Mm-hmm. Are you serious? Are you ready for this,
I'm ready
Chris?
For this.
Okay, cool, Chris. You ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Oh, you mean pictures I did? This is pictures I did in Japan with my wife.
Yeah. But look at it. It's all influencer style.
You think so?
Of fucking photos.
You think
look
so?
At these, Chris. These are all influencer style pictures.
I didn't know that. Like, I just taking a fun picture. You're in the one.
I was like, I know. I'm not saying I'm not. But all these are like influencer style photos. I was going through your Facebook and I was like, Chris is an influencer. You just don't have the backing of anybody paying you to do it.
I wear sunglasses, guys. If you guys want me sunglasses, I'll totally do it.
I wear sunglasses. I wear hats. He needs hats. They're all destroyed by his new dog.
Yeah, I mean, now it's the bald head, and we're sitting a lot of the time outside on my birthday.
I'm sorry. What's up? What's up, Lex?
Well, Lex is on
Lex Luthor.
Oh. What's up, Al?
Anyway, so this movie, getting back to the movie, was really good. It was, it does take a little dark twist. I don't want to be the guy, but we got to talk about it for half a second. Cassandra.
You want to talk about the birthmark, right?
Yeah, I have to just for a second, and this is why, because this is a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
That she was asked if she wanted to have it surgically removed from her face, which would have left a little scarring or something like that, whatever. And she's like, no, fuck that. People should accept me for the way I am.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
And that is awesome for somebody to say that. And to be honest, I didn't even notice for half the movie or whatever. After I saw it once and I was like, what's that? Is that
it was addressed? It was addressed very like it was addressed in the movie, but very, very like not sensibly, but it was just not a big deal, it was cool. I mean, I like Cassandra Nutt. I think we'll see a whole lot of her in the future, Yeah,
I mean, she's already been in a lot of stuff, and her acting is getting really good. I mean, this is more of a B movie. I mean, is the best way to say it. But it was really good. It has a great story to it. It gets really dark, by one point of it, and the ending of it is just kind of like, what the fuck? But the thing about this movie is just, what was it? It was just like, when it all comes tumbling down, it was just, things were too obvious from the get-go.
Yeah, it was. But I think this movie is really good at building dread. I think, So it built the atmosphere that was great, and you don't really get not really understand the motivation of CW in this, but it's one of those movies that's like, it's obviously critiquing influencer culture, that sort of thing, in a way. But I really liked this movie. It was good. It was a fun watch on Shudder, and it's
the relationship between Madison and CW as it goes, or Emily and Cassandra through the film is great. Then you got the little extras of like people doing FaceTime, like Justin Shim's Jay. His character was great. Like even at one point when certain characters like flipped on or whatever, I guess would be the best way to say, like cancel. Let's say cancel. A character's canceled because they're influencers.
Yeah,
he's like, I knew it all the time. I knew him. I knew there was something wrong with him underneath everything. I knew it. And it was just like, whatever, you lying bastard. You played a snake in the grass so well.
It definitely showed off the craziness and maybe sort of the, I don't know if there's a trapped in being influencer. I would know. I would know. I don't get money for taking, posing with stuff yet. But
no, not yet. But you need to look into that, man, because as much as you do it,
I mean,
you do it already, man.
We did it with an elephant down the story gates in Japan. But I liked this movie quite a bit. It's a good Shudder watch. Shudder's got good stuff, and this is something that I think people need to get with, because I feel like these actors are gonna grow in more being more stuff, and I want to see them around. So yeah, go influencer. It takes place in Thailand, so you're gonna get just beautiful.
And you've been to Thailand, right? Didn't you go there to like get some boys or whatever?
No, I was there with my wife because we went to Chiang Mai. They're in Bangkok and South Thailand also, so I didn't get to see this part of Thailand. I was in landlocked Thailand, but yeah, I was there.
Yeah, didn't you go there and you like the whole thing you're going there for was like you're trying to get some illegal meat that you bought off of the black market?
That's right. Oh, elephant meat. No.
Elephant meat. That was it.
No, we went to Elephant Sanctuary and then we went around Chiang Mai for like 4 days. It's amazing. That country, out of all the places I've been to, that's my favorite place I've ever been. Thailand. 100%.
Really?
I go back in a heartbeat.
Isn't that like, don't people get like kidnapped and murdered there a lot?
I think you're thinking of like other not Thailand, especially not Thailand. But
I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm just saying that's what I've heard.
You'll hear that, but it's not true.
No, it's 100% true.
Thailand's not that dangerous, man.
You're dangerous.
But we had a good time there, and this movie takes place in the beautiful part of Thailand, which I did not get to see. I was only out of Thailand. I think this takes place in Phuket, if I'm not mistaken.
Phuket,
which is
Phuket.
Yeah, like
that's like when you just had your teeth ripped out and you like stump your toad and you're like Phuket.
Yeah, but yeah, I recommend this movie. It's a fun movie, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, it's only like an hour and a half, I think, if I remember correctly.
It won
hour 30 minutes.
It won a few awards, for Film Fest, which is always fun. Neil gave me some shit because it originally aired in December 2022 at a Film Fest and you couldn't find it on IMDb, but we got it though. It's all good.
Is it good though?
Yeah, I think so.
Is your face good?
You know what I think what else is good? I think you have clips for this one. Or not quotes.
Yeah, I do have a few quotes for this one. Okay. There's that old saying, life's a book, and if you don't travel, you're stuck on one page. See, this is the stuff you need to put underneath your pictures. No, I can even find it too, right? Now, see, like, if we put, let me see here. I'm looking for it. There we go. This one.
Do you like how sweaty my back is right there?
Yeah, I know. I the other one was really up close. That's why I chose that one. But the other one was more the influencer. Now let's do it. Now let's read it with that. There's this old saying, life is a book, and if you don't travel, you're stuck on one page. Now, see? Doesn't that fit that picture perfectly?
Yeah, but I didn't know we had took this picture. She's like, walk forward. I'm like, okay, I'm dying here. But yeah, we got at 5 a.m. to get the first train to that place because it's usually packed to the gills. And we got there like as the sun was rising. But you couldn't see the sun rising because it's so fucking foggy in the forest. So we're just there.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could switch places with you. Would you fancy a nightcap at my place? When are you all of a sudden shy? Chris is not shy, guys. Seriously, if he thinks you're hot, he will rip your pants off. And
guys, Neil knows I'm so fucking timid.
He's so timid. It took me like a year and a half to get him out to even talk to me more than 3 words. You don't meet people. You don't meet people when you're held up in a jungle. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna kill you. You'll be rotting away as the sand crabs eat your flesh. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anyway, putting yourself in situations putting yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable is the best way to become a better person. And that's how Chris became a good person, guys.
Exactly.
Originally, he was yeah, he was a dick before all this. I know who you are, and you can follow me. You're fucking creepy. I thought that was a great line for you. You know nothing about me, you entitled bitch.
Come on, Dick.
Yet another line. I brought out who she really was. Now she is so fake. You're unique, and people are about that these days. I passed out a few times. I drank. It happens. But I've never forgot a shag. And that's it.
When was the last time you used the term shag? Like, that's a very British thing to say. But
last night when I was doing your mom,
I give this movie probably a 3.8, 3.7.
Yeah,
It's
you
fine.
know that's exactly where I was going to
Mm-hmm.
go with it. 3.8, man. It's a good. It's fun. I mean, by any means, is this going to win Oscars
No.
or any awards and
No.
stuff for some independent awards? No, but it was fun. It had a nice dark little twist to it. And like, there's a part in it that I was just like, I did not expect that. Like, I was like, I thought it was going to go one way, and then it just kind of went.
And if you guys know Neil, he's all about predicting the twist.
Yeah, predicting the twist, the foreshadowing is a big thing in my world. And I just thought, man, I thought this was going to be something different, but not different. Like, I don't want to spoil too much.
No, it's hard to, you would definitely don't want to spoil this.
Yeah.
I do want to say that you don't see the title card or the fucking credits until 26 minutes in the movie, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I just thought they just forgot about it.
I thought I had forgotten about it, honestly. Like,
Or maybe I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did take a big bong rip.
Oh, yeah.
Before I watched this, because I was at home by myself.
Yeah, why would-
my wife is, playing Fallout with a bunch of people in the
Oh, yeah.
middle of the state right now.
Yeah.
So like as soon as we get done, I'm going to go to karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
You know that. Like I'm like.
I'm on my second beer
But-
already. Wow.
All right. Are you forgetting something?
Oh, well, you know what, dude? I think I'm around TMS.com right now. What's the audience score for Influencer?
72.
You're close, 76%. It's not too bad.
Man, only 5% off. I mean, I haven't nailed one in like a good 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm on. What is the critic score for Influencer?
82.
93%.
Oh wow, a
And
lot
there's-
better than I thought.
Yeah, there's 40 reviews, but there's still no like clear consensus on this one. But 93% is a pretty high one and lots of reviews are not actually giving it a consensus. So I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, Influencer. You guys find this on Shudder. I think AMC also has it. But I enjoyed this movie. If you guys like the suspense sort of thrillers, and that's kind of what I look like when I get naked. But yeah, if you guys like suspense thrillers, you guys can find it on Influencer. Influencer on the Shudder.
On the Shudder.
On the Shudder.
Like we like to support people and their stuff.
Neil, I think you have news.
Time for the news. This is the movies that don't suck and some of the news. I'm gonna read a bunch of stuff to Chris, and he's gonna act like he doesn't read or doesn't have bifocals.
Yeah, you act like I'm a voter.
I hate it when you act illiterate, Chris. All right, let's get the first one done and out of the way. Are you ready for this? Because when I read this one, I was like, shut the F up. How are they doing this? Why are they doing this? And then I'm like, you know what? I don't care why. I'm for it.
Okay.
I'm for it.
Okay.
Lionsgate executives have confirmed early development of John Wick 5.
They did sort of open with the fact that he was just like, you guys, you haven't seen now, what the fuck? He was just, you never see his body at the end, you know? You don't see him being put in the ground, you see the tombstone, right? So, like.
And the head of the table. We got it. He has to take down the table, dude.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah, it's just that we're missing one of the main people of it now. You know, I miss that guy, Lance Reddick. So, recipes. But yeah, I'm looking for. Yeah, dude, I watch John Wick. I watch John movies every year, every couple of years. The rest of my life, I'll be happy. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's John Wick 5 going.
the stoner movie of the decade, of the millennial, of all millennials, the one, the only, is getting a sequel as well.
What's the story? Because to me, it's Sheldon Cooper White Castle.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
your...
it.
Oh well, what? Hold on. Yeah, what's the stoner movie? Tell me. To you.
Fucking Half Baked.
Oh, Half Baked. Yeah, that's Gen X too, I think.
It's 1998. Okay.
Yeah, because like
it was 1998, so it came out when I was 18.
Yeah, you're just at you're just barely a millennial, just barely.
No, I'm not a millennial. I'm Gen X, dude.
Okay, well, sorry. I'm definitely millennial. I'm deep millennial.
Yeah, believe me. I was beaten by belts. I came home and the street lights came on. Okay. Believe me, like I am about as Gen X as it gets. But yeah, the new movie will be called Half Baked, Totally High, and instead of following, our good friends Dave Chappelle and those guys,
Jim
and stuff
Breuer,
like that,
Harlan Williams, yeah.
Instead, it will follow the exploits of Sir Smoke-a-Lot's son, JR, and his best friend Miles and Corey. The new gang are trying to figure out how to get the money to bury their friend Bruce, who died from smoking the most powerful joint in the world.
What is this? What is this?
Huh?
What is it? They have actors yet?
No, it just says they're aiming for a 2023 release. Oh, here we go. Maybe they do. Maybe I missed it. My bad. It's going to be directed by Michael Teeds, who said Sex Epaulets and a Haunted House, written by Justin Hares, Dean's List. It stars Maze Runner actor Dexter Darden as Junior, alongside Moses Storm, Arrested Development, Unfriended, as Miles, Romana Young, from Never Have I Ever and Cock Blockers as Corey, and Joel Courtney from Jesus Revolution and The Empty Man as Bruce. The rest supporting cast includes Ash Santos from True Story, David Kushner. All right,
David
yeah. I didn't even see that, and I'm happy now.
Wait, David Koechner or David Kushner?
Kushner.
Okay, because there's Koechner, which is the one you met on the St. Patrick's Day. That's Dave Koechner.
Oh, is it Koechner?
Yeah, it's Koechner.
Okay, and Koechner. Yeah, Koechner. And Frankie Muniz.
Oh, okay. Frankie
and
Muniz.
Jeff Ross.
Oh, Jeff Ross, the Roastmaster General. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I was thinking about what the Gen X stoner movie is, and it's Pineapple Express.
That's not Gen X.
I'm sorry. Millennial is millennial.
Yeah, it had to be Pineapple Express.
Yeah, right.
Because I saw that cross joint so many times from the youngins.
I love Pineapple Express, though. It's a great movie.
Dwayne Johnson rejected the invitation to return in Fast X, but if you haven't seen it yet, guys,
are we giving it away?
Whatever, he's in it.
Well, check this out. This last weekend, Guardians of the Galaxy surpassed Fast X when it came to revenue. So that's weird. You there, Neil?
But anyway, The Rock has figured a way around it, and he goes, I told Vin Diesel directly that I would not be returning to the franchise. I was firm yet cordial with my words and said that I would always be supportive of the cast and root for them, but there was no chance I would return. Vince's recent public post, example of his manipulation, I didn't like that. He brought up his children in the post, and well as Paul Walker's staff. Man, just leave them out of it. But the thing is, he's not going to be back in the other Fast and the Furious movies. Instead, Dwayne Johnson is returning for another standalone Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, kind of like Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah.
Yes, but it's not going to be Hobbs and Shaw.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be his own Hobbs movie.
Is he going to also fucking bring down the chain and carry a car across it again?
That'd be awesome.
We liked Hobbs and Shaw. I think we talked about it on the podcast. I'm almost sure we did. Right?
Okay. Yes, you are correct, sir.
Okay.
The Man from Toronto.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Pearson Fod has been rumored to be the new Superman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You have no idea who that is, do you?
I'm looking it up right now. But
you're like, no, man, that's cool. That guy, huh?
Yeah, I don't remember. Okay,
I'm guessing he has dark hair.
Pearson Foda. Yeah, he could be Superman. He looks like a Superman to me. Right?
Yeah.
I can think.
I mean, he looks a little too pretty boy, but whatever.
I mean, you're saying that Superman's not a good looking man?
I just want to know how many times he's played Warhammer.
All right, man.
Oh. Yeah, John Wick 5. Somebody put in the comments. We just got it. John Wick 5. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I get it.
John Wick 5, man. It's happening. Don't care. Taika Waititi don't care about what he's doing now because he's going to be irrelevant in 20 years.
Why do you say that?
Chris, #1 movie of all time is Casablanca or Citizen Kane. Right?
Right. I mean, like,
who's the director? Who's the director?
Oh, fuck. Why are you putting this on?
Exactly.
Yeah, Orson Welles.
Okay, of Casablanca.
I don't know who the director of Casablanca is.
Who's the director of Wizard of Oz?
Frank Oz. I don't know.
Frank Oz, the guy, that's who's the director of it. You son of a bitch.
When it comes to directors, I'm only last 40 years. Like, so I don't know who.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's saying. In 20 years, it won't be relevant for anything he did. Okay. So he doesn't really care about all the backlash of anything he does.
Oh,
he's having fun.
Well, I mean, like, everyone's gonna be irrelevant in 20 years. I realize that we'll be alive when Arnold Schwarzenegger dies, and Sly Eyes, and all these people that we idolized growing up. We'll be alive when they go. It's gonna be weird. I mean,
they've already started dying off when I was like 10, dude.
Yeah.
When Freddie Mercury died, that was the first hit to me where it's like, oh my gosh, great people do die. All right. Sydney Sweeney is officially to debut as Spider-Woman in the movie Madam Web.
Nice.
I mean, if you're going to get somebody that looks like a comic book female, I'm not saying exactly what about her does it, but she's a good actress.
She's a great actress, and she's also.
There's a new movie that you didn't want to watch, that she just put out on HBO Max.
We'll watch it.
Max.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it next week. This coming week.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we can.
No.
Because this
the Batman Part 2. Dude, we are moving on.
Fine.
We got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Shut the fuck up. Let me do the damn news. Stop interrupting me with your dumb shit. All right. Anyway, Batman Part 2 has now been delayed to 2024. It will no longer begin filming in November as planned, and we all know why.
Yeah, it's the fucking the writers' strike, so we'll wait.
Yep. Disney's live-action Moana.
Already?
Is it Moana?
Moana? Yeah, they're making a...
The one with The Rock is the
They're already making a live action of that? The movie came out like 2 years ago.
Oh.
All right.
Because they can get money from it. When they can get insurance money and scam the insurance people. You know how that shit works. But they found the director, and oh man, really? It's the guy from Hamilton. Thomas Kail. Oh god, that movie's gonna suck. All right, move on. Yo, my name is Hamilton, and I'm old as hell, but I'm going to rap like I'm from the street so well. You know, like, I forgot Hamilton. Oh god, that movie, that show, what was so good about it? I don't get it. I can make shitty raps too about history. Watch. I'm George Washington. I'm on a boat because I'm first president. I'm the GOAT. See, like, I can do that. That's not that hard.
I like Hamilton. I like Hamilton. Yeah. My wife loves that.
I'm sure. I mean, to be honest, there's some things that are better live. Like, I don't watch soccer on TV, but you take me, or football or soccer, whatever you want to, but you take me to a soccer game, I'm there all day long. I'm in it. I'm throwing things at the ref. I'm telling everybody of the other team to go to hell.
You're a hooligan. Yeah.
You're a hooligan. One of our favorite movies is now going to be a trilogy. Yes, the one, the only. They're bringing them back. One of the best fucking new horror creatures in the last 10 years. The one, the only. Art the Clown is returning. Terrifier 3 has officially happened. Terrifier 3 will be another boundary-pushing addition to the horror genre, continuing the no-holds-barred, uncomparison exploit fans of the franchise have come to expect and celebrate. If you thought Art the Clown's Reign of Terror in Part 2 was extreme, you haven't seen anything yet.
I'm waiting for them to shock me. Terrifier 2 was crazy.
That Hamilton rap was great. I knew it. See? I told you I'm good at that.
And Pat Ayrson, don't influence him.
don't influence me. John Carpenter, one of my favorite directors of all time, says The Thing 2 is happening.
I don't want him to fuck with that, honestly. I don't want it to happen.
I've been sworn to secrecy, okay, because there may be, I don't know if there will be, but I think there is, and I'm saying there is a Thing 2.
But I fucking love The Thing 1.
The Thing is such a great
it's still movie. Good. It's still great to this day. I don't think we need a Thing 2.
I watched it the other day, actually. I was, or last night, actually. I fell asleep to it.
That's of course, that's your shit. Yeah, that's your shit to fall asleep to.
Yeah, it's a great movie to fall asleep to. Nothing like horror screams in the middle of the night to go, man, that's what you need to fall asleep. A new Spider-Man live-action movie with Miles Morales in development. So we're going to get a Miles Morales. Producing Amy Pascal reveals that they're working on a Miles Morales live-action debut. If you don't know who Miles Morales is, he is the Spider-Man from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse, which is coming out soon.
Coming out next week.
I know. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I can't wait.
We'll later. What we're doing across the Spider-Verse next week. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're gonna get naked. Man, I wish I could come up for your thing, but I just don't have a vehicle and everything.
That's fair. No worries.
I love your face, though. Yeah. I really tried.
I know. It's all right, man.
I really tried. But anyway, one of the oldest actors walking the planet is going to become a daddy at the age of 83.
Oh yeah. Is it De Niro or Pacino?
No, but Pacino. Okay. But the girl that banging him also banged Mick Jagger and like an old billionaire guy too. So she's just like bangs old guys,
rich old guys. So it's that part too.
Like I'm looking at her history here, and she's like 28.
What's her name?
I don't know. Where's her name? It's right here. Spouse, oldest daddy. And I had it here just a second ago, and then I went right past it. Yeah, we hope they don't ruin it either. What is her name? I don't know. I'm not going to look anymore. But anyway,
just so you guys know, Pacino's net worth is.
I mean, dude, I love Pacino and everything like that, right? Pacino's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But at 83, man,
he's gonna die before that.
That kid's never gonna see you as you.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to go back and watch.
The girl's name is Nora Afala, by the way. Nora Afala. That's so funny name. But she's
right.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford would like to say to all you fucking assholes, stop asking dumbass questions. Especially the most annoying one he gets all the time is who would win in a fight versus Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
Well, he says Indiana, right? He has to.
This is what he says.
Uh-huh.
Well, they usually ask me if there was a fight between Han Solo and Indiana Jones, who would fucking win? And I say, me, asshole. I don't want to fucking make up shit like that. I mean, what are you asking me the crap for? I'm going to win. I'm the winner because they're both me.
As very quickly, he loves playing Indiana Jones. He's not the hugest fan of playing Han Solo. Very correctly.
Right.
But I remember people asked him who shot first. He said, "Who gives a fuck?" That's what he said.
Chris Hemsworth has made notice in his last interview. If Thor ever returns, he will only play him if he is reinvented again.
Okay, well,
which makes sense. You know, you get tired of the old, you know, he got a little slapsticky there, Love and Thunder.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Are you excited for Extraction 2, which comes out June 19th?
What is it?
Extraction 2.
What is that?
Extraction 2 is a sequel to Extraction, which...
They think it's so good, they already have a script for Extraction 3 and ready to go.
I can't wait,
know.
dude.
So hopefully, yeah, it's good. Final Destination star Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa, dude.
Sawa.
He's in the kind of stuff like from the 90s. He was, Casper. He was in, but yeah, Devon Sawa. What about Devon Sawa?
Has thrown his name into that fedora to play the new Freddy Krueger.
I can see it. I can see it for
because
sure.
they're going to be doing a new Nightmare on Elm Street. They're going to recast Freddy Krueger again.
And
Robert Englund's like, hey, look, dude, I'm just way too old to do that shit.
Yeah, Jackie Earle Haley, he was the last one that played Freddy Krueger, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But who do you think Robert Englund wants as Freddy Krueger?
I don't know who does he want.
He wants Kevin Bacon.
But Kevin Bacon won't be able to do it for like another 20 years, maybe. I guess Kevin Bacon will be good though, right? He's always a great bad guy. Like he's a great bad guy in Super. I would definitely watch Kevin Bacon be. But I think he's a little too old to do it though. Whatever.
Rebecca Ferguson is set to join Tim Miller's revenge flick, Best Served Cold. Best Served Cold is slated to be an action-packed revenge film, the latest project in the works by Tim Miller, who also did Terminator Dark Fate, Deadpool, stuff like that. Based on
by the way, Parker
Joe
7
Abercrombie's best-selling book of the same name from the First Law World series and be produced under Skydance. Yeah, so there's that.
Parker 7. I'm 100% with you on that one. Yeah, I don't want them to think he would be awful. So,
did you just now put up the chat area?
I've
had it up.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you okay? Do you want me to just do this for you? Does this help you?
Oh yeah, actually, that'd actually be great. Yeah,
Right.
please do that.
All right, if a conversation gets started, I'll pop it up for you.
Okay.
How to Train Your Dragon live action remake finds its leads. The Black Phone and Last of Us stars are joining the DreamWorks franchise. That's right. Great. Just keep on saying. Okay, there we go. Black Phone's Mason Thames and Nico Parker are going to be joined as the leads of How to Train Your Dragon.
Dope. I guess.
Is it dope?
I feel like the anime movies need to stay animated because that's the retains the artistry of those movies. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not a guy who makes movies, right? Not yet, at least.
There's a new trailer out. I didn't even know this movie was being made, and I do movie news, so but I'm excited to know about this movie being made. Jackie Chan is joining. You have a button, I think, of this guy's voice.
Oh, wait, are you saying it's...
I will fuck you, all right? I will enter you.
Yes. John Cena unite in a movie called Hidden Strike. It is an action movie that is made by... Hidden Strike is directed by Scott Wang, who did Need for Speed. He's doing Expendable 4. Script written by Arash Amel of A Private War and Rise fame. And John Cena. Hidden Strike will also feature the likes of Philo Aspect from Samaritan and Game of Thrones, Amidas Seraphine from Scream, the TV series Summer Days, and I don't know any of the other people. But, I mean, I feel happy for John Cena that he gets to make a movie with Jackie Chan.
I will fuck you.
Yeah.
I love that you love that clip so much.
We keep I've kept this since last week, but I bet people are tired by now. If they last
No. Keep doing it for at least another 5 episodes.
Okay, gotcha.
Deadpool 3 is rumored to be an MCU and X-Men villain from all the past X-Men movies will be involved somehow.
I mean, I guess. Like, I want to see it. I mean, Deadpool 3, we've been dying to see it, and it's going to be delayed because of the fucking writer's strike. And I'm not blaming writers, I'm blaming fucking people who will pay money. So.
The new rumors have been shared many times, and since tweeted, can we get some toast? Suggests that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will be joined by the movie and his old pal Halle Berry, Fatman Jensen, and James Marsden, or as you would know them in the X-Men world, Storm, Jean Grey, and Cyclops. Yay.
Yeah.
One, James Marsden did not get his toe as Cyclops. They made him a bitch. I hate that because James Marsden is a great actor, and I think he would have played that part correctly as a good leader guy.
Give him the chance. Okay.
But yeah. In the first one, they did him some justice, but then the rest of them, he kind of just made him a bitch. I think he died in the second one, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember.
X-Men United?
I don't remember.
Where like he went and cried out, Gene! And he dies on the... Yeah, whatever. But that's cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is going to be scored by Trent Reznor.
I saw that. Yeah, fucking crazy. Right?
That's like, yeah, Trent Reznor. Oscar award-winning Trent Reznor.
And Atticus Ross.
I saw that guy half naked, rub mud up and down his entire body in front of me in '92. Who would have ever thought that? You know, like.
Well, Trent Reznor's
93, 94.
Trent Reznor's awesome. He's just
I love Trent Reznor.
He's great. And I have nothing but the best respect for Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and he's also his writing partner. So.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese talked to the Pope, and now because of that, he's gonna make a movie about Jesus.
I don't know if we need. Didn't he admit the Last Temptation of Christ?
I don't know, dude. If he makes a Jesus movie, I want him to make it like Goodfellas.
I'm pretty sure
I want him to make Goodfellas, and I want the Ray Liotta character to be like Jesus, and then Joe Pesci be like, you know, Paul or John. You know, like I don't know, maybe we should go whack that guy. You know.
Well, the thing is that Martin Scorsese, I think he directed the Last Temptation of Christ. That Willem Dafoe movie.
Right.
So, I mean, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
That's why he's making another one, because the Pope said he'd make one.
Okay.
Euphoria's Hunter Schafer is joining Anne Hathaway and Michael Cole's, Michelle Acola, for A24's Mother Mary. Nice.
Okay. More Christian stuff.
Is that a Christian thing?
I was just saying Mother Mary.
It's a pop music epic that follows the relationship between a fictional musician, Hathaway, and her iconic fashion designer, played by Cole. Does that? And also in it, you dick, you're like, that's a religious thing. Yeah, that's religious.
That's a Christian.
Music is going to be written and produced by Charlie XCX, which she's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's great. I love Charlie XCX.
Yeah. I actually listen to her stuff, and people are like, "How do you know some?" Anyway, also in the movie is also Rachel Ziegler, Tom Blythe, Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman's in the song.
I know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Viola Davis and some guy named Peter Dinklage.
Oh, Peter Dinklage. The Dink.
I know exactly who. Anyway. So now you want to see it, you dick.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of into it when you did Anne Hathaway, so.
Captain America 4 has added Rosa Salazar in an important role. If you don't know who she is, she played Adelita Battle Angel.
Adelita Battle Angel. Okay, that Rodriguez film from like 4 years ago.
They won't say who she is because Marvel.
Yeah.
David Harper and Jodie Comer are to star in the new Alone in the Dark video game.
So who's directing that one?
The series is getting rebooted with David Harper and Jodie Comer. It says October 25th, 2023. That's awesome. Is when it's coming out. Be on all the series. You know,
okay. As long as it's not U-Bowl on board, because U-Bowl makes the shittiest video game on the planet. So, as long as it's not actually U-Bowl or Paul W. Sanderson, I don't
see you anything anywhere.
Okay, it'd be
so.
Okay. Because U-Boat made the original one with Christian Slater from what, like 15 years ago, and that got just fucking so bad.
Yeah, it's not a movie; it's an actual video game. You know that. That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, you said One of the Dark's based on a video game, right? But the original movie that was based on it has Christian Slater.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so god awful. But,
Quentin Tarantino's becoming a bitch, and
you need to fucking elaborate on that one too.
Oh, I mean, like, he's now bitching about all streaming movies and how they're bullshit and they're not really movies. Because remember, just about a month or two ago, he's like, oh, movie people, you know, if you're in a streaming movie, streaming services don't make stars.
That's his shit.
And now he's like, all streaming movies just are crap. I mean, example, everything Ryan Reynolds has done.
What streaming movies has he been in, though?
I don't know, dude.
Exactly.
Red Notice. I can't think of all of them on the top of my head. I can't even think of any of them right now because my brain is moving on to the next thing we got to do.
Okay.
I'm just mad that. Come on, Quentin. Come on. You can't work in a fucking video store where you suggested fucking kung fu movies to people for half a decade and then come in here and be mad that a fucking streaming company is doing everything they can to make a movie. Fuck you. Anyway, next. I love you, Quentin. I love your movies, but come on.
Are you mad?
How are you gonna justify liking a B kung fu movie from 1960 and not fucking support somebody making a movie today?
Are you gonna yell at the Martin Scorsese too for talking shit on new superhero films?
Oh, humans. Anyway, last but not least, one of the most famous sports icons of all time is going to be portrayed by Will Ferrell.
Who's Will Ferrell gonna play?
There's over 30 video games with his name on it.
You talking about Shaquille O'Neal?
No. He has announced more Super Bowls than any person in history. Former coach. No, you don't know this? You don't know who? You don't know? Seriously? You never looked at video games from like literally all the way from Atari?
Oh, you mean John Madden?
John Madden. Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's John Madden. How do you not know John Madden? But Will Ferrell is John Madden.
I think he's too tall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, it's moving forward. So that tickles my pickle.
Lots of things tickle your pickle, pal.
That's the news. That was the Movies Don't Suck and Something News. For me putting that together in less than 10 minutes, I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, that was like 40 minutes of news, dude.
I know, I took forever because I didn't review everything beforehand. And I cut things out. And I just got, that headline looks cool. That headline looks cool.
So what happens when I edit is because you leave a lot of gaps in between. I usually have to cut out like 3 minutes of dead hair.
That's fine. I understand. Okay. I understand.
So we're talking about the machine.
I laugh my balls off all the time.
We're talking about The Machine, directed by Peter Atencio. He directed Keanu. If you guys remember Keanu, and a bunch.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, he did also directed a couple of episodes of Key and Peele. This is written by Kevin Biegel and Scott Landis. Kevin Biegel, man, Bobby Lee. He writer of like TV and Scrubs. He wrote The Machine for Bert Kreischer. This stars Bert Kreischer as Bert.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia.
Also, Mark Hamill.
Whoa.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. Is
that better?
You gotta say, here's how it happened.
Okay.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. Here's how it happened.
There you go.
Okay. Mark Hamill as Albert, who plays Bert's dad in this.
Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice.
Also, Jimmy Tatro as Young Bert.
Okay, so you meant literally work it out.
Swear to do my best thinking.
Also, Iva Babik as Arena, Robert Mazer as Alexi, Stephanie Kurtzabua as Leanne, which Martin Ford as Sponge, and Jessica Bohr as Sasha, who plays Bert's daughter in this.
Why would you ask that?
So stars Reed Bernard Shaw as Ashley, Nicola Dudrico as Igor, Oleg Tarkov as Chain Igor, and we'll say Alexander Starog as Fedor. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one, pal?
Bert's drunken past catches up with him 20 years down the road when he and his father are kidnapped by those Bert wronged 20 years ago while drunk on a college semester abroad in Russia.
So if you guys don't know Bert's story, he has a stand-up routine that takes like 15 minutes to tell the story about how he was in the Russian mob for a day and a half. It's a great story, and so you and I know who Bert Kreischer is before this. I listened to his podcast, Two Bears, One Cave. I'm such a big fan of that, by the way.
Yeah, Bert is awesome. All right. If you don't know about his story about the Russian mob, it's literally that he was in Russian, the language, in college. He thought he was taking Spanish, finds out that he's Russian. He's about to drop it. Lady's like, no, you have to stay in this class because I need my master's degree and I need you to be one of the students to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally goes to Russia and only learns like one sentence in Russian, even though he's there, and ends up becoming best friends with all the mob people that run the train and that's protecting their class and whatever. And that's the only thing he knew how to say in Russian was, I'm the machine.
Yeah.
Which he was trying to say, I fuck pussy.
Yeah. But machine and pussy apparently are pretty close to the same in Russian.
Yeah. And instead, it was, I am the machine. Oh, man.
It's such good.
It is.
And so, obviously, this movie went ahead and they talked about, and they built a movie based around that story. Not like built it upon that because the story's.
Now, let's just get down to it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this movie was just going to be really dumb.
Well, I mean,
and that was it. That's what I thought, and that's probably what everybody else thinks, and that's probably why this movie has not made $1 billion at the box office right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am telling you guys right now, it's not only dumb, but oh my God, what a performance between him and Mark Hamill. It was a nagging parent with a nagging kid. Like, it was great.
Mark Hamill was great. Mark Hamill was great in this. The movie itself is very funny. And it's full of a lot of heart, even, a lot of that's and
it's full of heart. It's pretty much about Bert trying to be sober to the point where he remembers that his superpower is being not sober.
Fucking Popeye, he went all Popeye.
He went all Popeye, and it was like and Bert does this fight scene where I'm just like, damn, Bert.
Yeah, so this movie has a lot of action too. I'll mention that too. This half action movie. So it's fucking, and dude, I can't tell you how much I loved reading in this. Iva Bobik, she was so good in this.
Oh yeah, she was great in it. Like literally everybody had played their part awesome. Jimmy was great as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy,
we played young Bert, Jimmy Tatro,
yeah, playing young Bert
sounds just like
amazing.
him too, just like him. Just like
I'm sure he copied some voice overs and listened to his voice and stuff like that to try to make him sound good. And it was just, man, this is what happens when a guy from Florida goes down to
I definitely don't want to go to Russia. I mean, especially now, but I mean, this is it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Oh my God. There's one point, there's decapitations, there's murder, there's gore, there's, oh, okay. So there was one couple in there besides me in the movie.
Yeah.
And they were like all the way in that not in the front row section, but the front row of like that hallway and that divide, you go to AMC, that hallway divides everything. And they're sitting down there. And of course I'm laughing the whole fucking movie. I'm laughing my balls off because I took 2 big bong rips right before I went to go see this movie because it's the machine. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And there's a decapitation part.
I laughed so hard.
I'm not gonna go.
I was laughing so hard in that part.
What was the quote though? It's like a pickle jar. Just let go of the pickle.
Yeah.
And so like that part I laughed so hard, and I mean like snorted laughing when that quote was said. And I'm not gonna go into it exactly what happened, but man, was that was so funny.
Yeah,
that was so hilarious.
But yeah, the movie's very funny. And if you like Bert Kreischer, you like this movie, and you and I like Bert Kreischer, so we like this movie.
Yeah, I mean they make it very I mean, and the whole story is literally about him trying to figure out where he's at in the world. He's in between, you know, being the big party animal.
It's also being a dad, you know, like being
being a dad, yeah. And Mark Hamill learning how to be a dad himself. There's a great scene where Mark Hamill takes a lot of fucking drugs. That was great. But it was just, it was awesome. I didn't know exactly if I was gonna like it or not, but I did.
It was a cute movie. That's what I say. It's a cute movie. I liked it. It's not, again, like you said, Neil, like it's not something that's gonna win awards at all, but it was a fun movie. It's something that I didn't think I'd ever see on the big screen. By the way,
no, and to be honest, I'm gonna say this right now. I'll probably rewatch this movie more than I will any other movie that we've watched so far this year.
Yeah,
I mean, besides the comic book movies I watch constantly.
We don't get to do a lot of comedies for the show. Like they're not a whole lot.
No, because they don't have them at the theater anymore. Ever since the pandemic and everything like that, they don't release comedies like this.
And so I'm excited to see comedies with them. Like,
dude, this is a funny ass comedy. Go to the movie theater, take as many people as you can. Maybe have a beer or two. I'm not saying get fucking hammered. I'm not saying anything like that. But just go there, be loud, be obnoxious, and have a good time. This is just one of those movies that's made exactly for that.
Guys, if you guys want to, I recommend to go to Bert Kreischer's on YouTube and watch the story about the machine, and you'll understand why.
Oh my gosh, the machine! I mean, here's a part of it right there. Yeah,
that's definitely not apart from the machine.
No, that's just him butt naked holding his junk. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I know you're into him naked, so I just.
But yeah, I think we're ready for quotes, man.
Oh yeah, quotes. Of course, I got some good quotes from this fucking movie. When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. This is how that happened. Anyway, so me and mom act like C words. I haven't done anything public embarrassing, like literally for almost 3 months now. I'll be fine because I'm not you.
Burn.
Oh, Sponge. Is your name Sponge because you absorb liquids and bullets? Oh, just want you to know the C word means cunt.
I laughed so hard at that, by the way.
You're fat and have tits.
That was they said that a lot. They said that a lot in the movie.
You took my manhood. 23 years ago, I sold off. 23 years ago, I should have took way more pictures of my dick. Yeah, me too. 23 years ago, dude, I should have took so much more pictures of me and my dick.
Before you gained weight, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, before the shelf came along for the one cake.
For the fucking toolbox. Yeah.
My fist is named Eagle Scout. Fuck you, you pussy woman boy.
I laughed so hard at that.
Dad, put your hands down. I'm going to meet the devil. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. This smells like cabbage and grandma's. I pay my bills by making a scene. We are all drunk on the inside. I did it all for the nookie. What? The nookie. What? Yeah. So you can take a cookie and shove it up here.
Yes. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's not what it said. That's not what it showed in the movie. Like they're translating it, but yeah. Shove, yeah. But I'm really yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah. I'm fine.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm your fucking origin story. I swore I would never use a weapon for violence. Oh, there's the pickle reference.
Yep.
You have the meanest family ever. Who the fuck is Kaiser Sose? That made me so. I laughed so hard. No, the couple didn't.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I wanted to go down and be like, Kaiser Sose is for the usual suspect.
It's Kevin Spacey, guys.
It's the best ever. I came to Russia to become a man, not an asshole criminal. You can pull out. No, my dick is big. It's like a magician pulling a scarf. Are we high-fiving to a murderer? I can't believe I slept on Family Matters. Everybody look at me. I'm Molly Parton. I need you to use this drug energy for good. All dads mess up, but the good try to do better. Absorb that shit, sponge. Did I do that?
Yeah.
Dude, and when I was 48, I got involved with the Russian mafia. This is how it happens. And that's the end.
Which score in this?
I just threw my notebook and went across the entire room. I'm gonna give it 4.1 because I laughed a lot. I forgot how good Mark Hamill is when he's not playing Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah,
and I mean he's good playing Luke Skywalker. I'm just saying he's when he's.
I mean you love the most is Joker though, right?
And Guyver.
Okay.
The detective in Guyver.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Guyver.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go 4.1 because again another one of the reasons I always is watchability. Yeah. I like how many times am I gonna watch this thing?
Yeah.
And you never saw Guyver?
No, I never saw Guyver. I'll have to though.
Here, give me a second. I'll give you a great picture of it. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, my score in this is 3.8. I liked it, and it was funny. It's just, yeah, it's a movie that's a small movie that not a lot of people are going to see, which is sad. We can see a whole lot of comedies, and I want to see more comedies like this, honestly.
Dude, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It made me happy.
Yeah.
It's one of those comedies that right now I can pop it back in right now, and I would love every moment of it.
I'm with you.
All right, so this is what Guyver looks like, the poster.
Okay.
Right, and I advertised Mark Hamill because it's a bad B movie, and he's only in it for like 20 minutes at most. At most, he's a detective looking for people. Look at this. There he is.
Oh, look at that sexy older Mark Hamill.
Yeah, with a mustache. Look at that mustache. It's all about the mustache.
All right, man. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for The Machine?
101. No, it's going to be 82.
88%.
Nice.
Yeah. People like you went to go see this. Now, what is the critic score for this one? And just there's no consensus on it, but it's just critic score.
Definitely going to have to say. Man, I don't know. I hate the critics sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
I'll go 73%.
22%.
Oh my God! They don't have a bullshit reason for this?
No, there's no consensus. There's only 18 reviews for the critics because they don't want to see, I guess, fucking Mermaid.
Dude,
Mermaid.
we've had ones where there's like 3 reviews, and
this is probably the biggest difference between the audience and critic score I've ever seen on this.
You know why? Because critics are looking for what's good for the Academy or what's good for the Screen Actors Guild. Fuck you. Hey, fuck you, buddy. Right there. See that? Spin. Spin.
It's a fun movie. You hold on.
This is a fun movie. This is like Animal House.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
And so here's a bad review. I'll read you a bad review and a good review.
Yeah, give me a bad review. I want to hear a bad review from these motherfuckers.
Okay, so this is from Glenn Kinney of New York Times. He says, "You may wonder if Kreischer is such a popular stand-up comedian, why has he done more television or movie acting? Well, that's the review." This is a good review from Todd McCarthy of Deadline Hollywood Daily. "The machine is loud, gross, obnoxious, and overbearing. It's also disarming, quick-witted, fast-moving, and becomes increasingly funny." That's a good review. And so, yeah. And I like this movie. I thought I had a good time watching it. And so people can suck a dick if they didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's like I really feel like the critics today, if we put Animal House in front of them, I mean, now Animal House is considered a classic.
Yeah, they'd shit on it.
Yeah, they would shit on it. They'd be like, "Why is John Belushi, beating up a musician? What does him eating a Twinkie, pushing it out of his face and someone, fuck you critics for that. All right. This was a fun movie. This is great. By any means, don't take your kids. This is not a kid movie. It's not a kid movie. It's a hard R for a reason. I don't think you see boobs, but you see violence. Bert doesn't have a shirt for 90% of the film.
Yeah. Which is part of the course for Bert Kreischer. Honestly.
Yeah, he's a man from Florida. There's violence, but guess what? There is also a lot of laughs.
And heart, too. There's a lot of heart to this.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of heart, too, because, I mean, father and son go through shit. Father-daughter go through some shit. Family, go through some...
Wife, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they learn how to all connect through the craziness. Like, my favorite part of it is the fact that Mark Hamill playing Bert's dad denies that any of that ever happened to him. That the train thing, like in this movie as his dad, and it's just like so hilarious because even while shit's going, his dad's like, "That shit never happened to you." Like still,
it's a fun movie. So guys, you go out to the machine if you are tired of fucking Little Mermaid flooding your feed. All right, man. I think next week we're actually seeing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, right?
Yep. Then the week after that, we got to do early. We got to do like a Wednesday.
Yeah, you're be out of town, right?
Because I'll take off on Thursday.
Yeah, dude. We'll do Wednesday. Dude, I'm really looking forward to next week when it comes to. I'm really looking forward to that Spider-Verse movie. Dude, I can't.
Yeah, Spider-Verse movie, and then I don't know. I know there's something that's coming out on Apple or whatever.
I know that Extraction 2 comes out June 19th, so we'll definitely get to that probably that week. Figure it out, but yeah, man, I'm excited. We're in the deep part of the summer, so everything that comes out a week from now, we're just dying to see. All right, man. But that's the machine. And are you good?
I guess.
You can find us on movies on Stuff.net. We're on Facebook, Facebook.com. Social News on Stuff Podcast. We're on Twitter and TS Podcast. Instagram TS Podcast. Go to W2Mnet.com. W2M as in Mary, net.com. And you'll find a Bard podcast among tons of other cool shit. Go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck if you guys want to be patron. If you guys want a shirt like the ones Neil's wearing right now, go to bar.com, search Movies Don't Suck and something to do. You'll find that. If you guys want to send an email, she's a Bert Kreischer thing. If you guys want to send an email, you can send an email at info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com. And where you find podcasts, you find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, what do we do for small businesses?
You got a small business, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Send our information our way, to us, to me, to that guy right across the way. It doesn't matter if you meet us in person, if you email us to do all those places that Chris just said that we're all located. Yeah. We'll be more than happy to advertise your business free of charge. Send us the info. We want to do it just for you. One more time, Chris. Here you go. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, girls, no matter who you are, no matter where you at in this life, no matter if you're influenced people or not, drink vodka, go to Russia, and join the fucking mafia. Have a good day.